Hello, this is Dr. Kave, your physician anesthesiologist and integrated medicine specialist. I'm here with Karma today, our 5-month-old puppy. She's a mix of Alaskan Malamute, Belgian Tervuren, Shepherd, Chinook, and I wasn't actually on board with getting her at first. My wife, who's an emergency room doc, really wanted her though, so we got her, and boy, has she opened me up to a whole side of medicine that I never learned in medical school. Nothing at Stanford or Harvard prepared me for the benefits of dog ownership in terms of saving you money and saving your life, helping you with safer surgery, safer anesthesia, and incredible mental health benefits, of course. Dogs can also save you a lot of money. Think of saved medication costs, doctor visits. Probably never heard about them at the doctor's office though, or the cardiologist's office. Why is one of the best kept secrets in medicine just not making it out there? Well, Karma and I are going to talk about that today. We're headed to the beach to learn more. Over 15,000 years ago, we domesticated dogs from wolves. We used them to help us hunt. They were our guardians back then. But in the present day, are they still protecting us from our modern enemies like diabetes and heart disease? Can dogs help save us money by preventing us from needing to take medications? Can they help us live longer, happier lives? Can we save money by avoiding doctor visits? We're on our way to the Pacific coastline to learn more about it. Hi, I'm Anthony, an engineer turned doctor, and I work in a big legal scam. Corporate-dominated healthcare. Your doctors didn't know what they were getting into, and patients don't get the care they deserve. What patients are told is healthy usually isn't. And when they're told something is unhealthy, they're left without practical solutions. But that's exactly the way the system was built. It profits by making you sick and keeping you sick. Patients are getting played. Elite academia doesn't help when they're not at ground level where the problem starts. Patients aren't statistics. If we want actual change, we need to meet patients in the streets where they live and breathe. It's time to reveal the medical secrets that the system uses against you, and to bridge the gap from elite to street. So what are the secrets of dog ownership? Well, it can help save you money, it can help you avoid medications and have fewer doctor's visits. It can even help you live longer. But how come at the doctor's office we don't hear about this and we're instead pushed pills and given medications that have side effects? Let's talk about it. Yeah, beaches in San Francisco aren't always warm and sunny. A little chilly here. So having a dog can lower your chance of dying by 24%? That's incredible. And then we talk about cardiovascular death in particular, it goes up higher to 31%. And on top of that, over 60% reduction in risk for people who've already had heart attacks. That means that the sicker you are, the more benefit you gain from having a dog. Remember, the medications that we use to help people who've had a history of heart attacks help about 1 in 100, or that's like 1% of patients actually having a saved heart attack or preventing a stroke. By the way, here we have a dead whale. That's what the inside of a whale looks like.
Back to the meds. The main meds patients go on after getting a heart attack are called statins, and they can reduce the chance of a repeat heart attack by around 20%. So clearly they're important, but that's a far cry from the 60% reduction from dog ownership. So if there are lifestyle changes we can make to be heart healthy, how come we're not talking about them as much as the meds? And it doesn't stop there. Let's talk about the sickest patients in the ICU.
Patients, the ones, for example, with advanced heart failure in the ICU, just 12 minutes with a dog helps lower their blood pressure and helps decrease their inflammation. That's the sickest of the sick, just 12 minutes with a little doggy. No side effects, nearly free.
What more could you ask for? Well, with dogs, you can get greedy because they can also lower blood pressure. Just by petting a dog, for example, can lower your blood pressure. They can reduce the risk of diabetes. They can reduce your resting heart rate. They can even decrease your stress response. So that's like when you get sweaty palms and a racing heart rate before giving a speech.
So dog ownership helps decrease the chance of dying by 24%. This little guy can help save your life. Why do dogs help us so much? We don't necessarily know the answer.
But it's probably a combination of walking more and getting more exercise. Think of cold, wet, rainy days when the dog forces you to still go outside and get some exercise. They also help us get more outdoor time, help us have a better sleep schedule. Just imagine trying to sleep in while your dog's trying to nudge you into taking them for their walk. And then lastly, the germ exposure and the impact on our microbiome. We'll do a whole video on that later on.
It's really gross. Karma likes her poop bag, but while we think that's gross, we think that one of the ways that dogs may help us is by introducing new germs into our lives and possibly helping the microbiome that we're learning more and more about. So when we try to figure out why dogs help us live longer, there's so many reasons. Look at, we had a new friend here. Hello, hello, hello. Right, we're talking about the germs, there you go. In addition to the cardiovascular benefits of dog ownership, the mental health benefits are absolutely enormous. From decreasing depression, improving mood, decreasing stress, the list goes on. And what a lot of patients don't recognize is that mental health and heart health are super closely linked. No question about it at all. When you're depressed, you have an inflammatory response in your body that absolutely affects your heart and the rest of your body. Dog ownership helps people that live alone at home more than people that live with multiple people at home, and that well might be because they have less loneliness. In fact, the cardiovascular benefits of dog ownership are more when you live alone, which really suggests how much the companionship of a dog helps in your health. Once again, no medications, no real side effects. The costs are there for owning a dog. We'll talk about them a little bit later, but nothing compared to the cost of doctor visits and medications and the side effects of medications. The mental health benefits of dogs are so powerful, they can even help protect us before and after surgery. As an anesthesiologist, I care about that to help keep my patients safer without medications and their side effects.
We'll talk about that next time, as well as how much money dogs can save you from doctor's visits, medications, and side effects.
After 15,000 years, dogs are still being our protectors and guardians. Karma wants to remind you that you have more control over your health than they want you to know. Until next time. The only thing that was harmed in the making of this video was my microphone that Karma clearly cannot get her mouth off of.